Good morning, Town of Scituate. My name is Karen Canfield. I'm on the Select Board, and this is the February 7th, 2022 Town Update. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to jump right over to our Town Administrator, Mr. Bedreau.
Good morning. Let's start with the COVID numbers because the news is good. Maven data number was 37. That's down from 48 last week. And as I reported last week, that 48 included 0 cases from Saturday of the Nor'easter. So the numbers are dropping pretty precipitously at this point, and that's a good thing. The total number reported to the Board of Health, the school department by parents of individuals was 153, and that was down from 278 reported last week. The positivity rating was 11.33, down from 16.5. Plymouth County's at 14.64, down from 19.82. The state positivity was 5.63, down from 8.92. So those numbers are all going down across the board. That's a very good thing. We're glad to see that. We will continue to urge people to be vaccinated. Anyone over the age of 5 is eligible to be vaccinated. Boosters are now available for the Pfizer vaccine for people over the age of 5. So if you've been vaccinated, get boosted. If you haven't been vaccinated, please do so. The stat last week, if you are vaccinated and boosted, you are 100 times less likely to die from COVID complications than if you are unvaccinated. So that's a pretty high number. The healthcare system is still pretty stressed at this point. So please, if you haven't been vaccinated or boosted, get out and take care of that, not only for your sake, but the sake of everybody else. Along that line, the residents of the town, everybody in Plymouth County should have received a code red over the weekend. The town of Marshfield is offering a free COVID-19 vaccine and test clinic at the Marshfield Fairgrounds for all Plymouth County residents. That's going to start tomorrow, February 8th. It's at the Marshfield Fairgrounds. It's open to all Plymouth County residents on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 9 to 3. Appointments are recommended, but you can do a walk-in. If you wish to make an appointment, go to marshfieldcares.com. They have all 3 vaccines and all 3 boosters. So bring your vaccination card with you if you have it. They'll update that, and you can get your boosters or your vaccinations, and you can also get testing down there at the Marshfield Fairgrounds. I wanted to give an update on the scallop fishermen. At last week's board meeting, I told the town how the town of Scituate and Marshfield rescued 3 scallopers off the coast of Hummerock. The boat was seen sinking by a woman walking her dog. All 3 of those fishermen are out of the hospital. They're doing well, so that's a good thing. Thank you to that resident who saw them and called it in. Police, fire, harbor master all did an outstanding job, along with the Marshfield harbor master, in getting those 3 victims out of the water, getting them transported, and getting them to the hospital. So congratulations to them. Really could have been a tragedy, but quick work by our public safety personnel, and really just that one woman being there and seeing it averted a tragedy. So I'm glad to be able to update the town on the fact that those 3 fishermen are doing well. Widows Walk is still ongoing. The flooring is going down this week. The bids are back out. We've met with a couple restaurant tours who are interested, so hopefully this time we will get a bid on operating that concession for the spring. My last thing, and I said this last week, I know you're tired of shoveling. I know you're tired of clearing snow. We are expecting quite a bit of rain today into tomorrow. So if you haven't already, please get out there and clear your storm drains. The DPW is going around. They can't get to all of them. It'll help us keep the water off the streets. We will have warm days the next couple of days also. With the rain, it'll get cold at night. So please, if you're out driving after dark or early in the morning, please be aware that those roads could ice up. We could have patches of black ice and slippery spots. So when you see the warming and the cold, just be a little more careful when you're driving because you may hit some ice that we're not aware of and cause some incidents. So please shovel those storm drains and be careful at night when the weather and the temperature drops and make those roads a little bit icy. And that's what I have for today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bedreau. And big shout out to the DPW as well, because they've been doing a great job maintaining the roads. And so let's work with them. That's great. Before we flip over to our school superintendent, we do have a number of town meetings today. You can see all of the details on the town website under calendar. It shows the agendas and the Zoom links. All meetings are virtual with a couple exceptions, but quickly on today at 5:30 conservations meeting, 6 o'clock charter review will be meeting to put the public comments into the final recommendation for town meeting. 7 o'clock CPC will be holding their meeting. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., the assessors are meeting in a hybrid meeting. You can go in person or online. At 6 p.m., Coastal Advisory is meeting. At 6:30, the DEI committee will meet. On Wednesday at 7 o'clock is the Disabilities Commission. Thursday at 6:30 is planning. That's a big meeting. They will be voting on the zoning recommendations that will be put forth town meeting in April, including the bylaws presented for the cannabis. At 7 o'clock, advisory will be meeting. And the planning will be in person or virtual, by the way. 7 o'clock is advisory on Thursday. 7:30 is a public hearing on the actual zoning changes discussed. And finally, if you are interested in serving in an elected position in the town, including either select board, planning board, school committee, or a few other positions, nomination papers are available through the town clerk's office now, and they are due back in April in anticipation of the May election. So that opportunity is available to all residents. With that, I'd like to throw it over and introduce our superintendent, Mr. Burkett. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Ms. Canfield, and good morning, everybody. Just want to echo what my great colleagues here have already alluded to, and the public safety workers, also the town administrator and his team. I know saving lives is a huge deal, and it was great news to see that. And I felt really honored to be part of this community and seeing that happen. So great job, and that on the tails of handling the storm so well. So it's been a busy few weeks, and we're in really good hands. So thank you all for that. Transitioning over to our COVID numbers, it was great to hear that everything's trending downwards. That's similar to the schools. Our numbers are down 1 this week to 39 from 40, but down considerably from the close to 200 numbers a week we had a few short weeks ago. So we are still trending downward. The breakdown in cases are district employees last week, 0, Cushing 2 cases, Gates 6 cases, Heatherly 2 cases, Jenkins 10 cases, Scituate High School 7, and Wampatuck 12 cases. Today at Scituate High School, we will begin what's called mask flexible option, which is we are eligible for through the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, because we've reached the 80% vaccination rate, which is a great job by our students and staff there. So those students and staff that have been vaccinated may have the option to not wear masks, and those that are unvaccinated are strongly recommended, although not mandated to wear masks this week. So all in line with DESI's protocol, and one of the few high schools in the state that are taking advantage of this. So we're happy to see that happen today and to do so safely. We have a school committee meeting tonight. We're hoping folks can attend. If not, certainly it will be posted on the website and saved for future enjoyment. A couple of the highlights, we'll be having a student celebration of learning at the high school. So our high school reps will be in there. We'll have usually our typical student report. We'll have an interesting conversation on non-resident tuition rates, those students coming from other districts into our schools, and talking about what we charge and what we're looking to charge in the future. And then extremely important presentation on the state of the district, basically a mid-year summary of where we stand that will be presented by me. And it is in fact just a culmination of input from all of our stakeholders, and for me to give a report out to the community on where we are this year so far and all the great things happening in our district. And upcoming events, we will have the important budget workshop this Saturday, February 12th at 9 a.m. That'll be via Zoom. So that information will be out there in the community. If it's not, please contact any of our offices and we'll be happy to get you that information. And then the following Thursday, February 17th at 6 p.m. when there'll be a special school committee meeting with the one agenda item of being a budget hearing. So if you can make those, again, they'll be recorded, but hopefully you can make those, and we wish you the best. Finally, just a heads up, we're going through a new elementary building project through the PA. We want folks to be aware of that and want to be fully transparent. So we started a link on our website. If you go to our home site, scituate.k12.ma.us, you'll see the icon on the far right called MSBA Building Project. We've just in the process, so there'll be some information up there, but we'll continue to add on that in real time as things happen, meetings, presentations, information. So we want to keep the public aware. If you have any questions on that, please contact my office. We'll be happy to dive into more details. And that's all I have for today. So have a great week, everybody.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. I just want to put a highlight on the fact that our town budget, the majority of the town budget is the school budget. So if you can participate in that public hearing this weekend, that is a great opportunity for everyone to understand those numbers. With that, have a great Monday, and thank you for stopping in. We'll see you next week.